So, oil consumption issues in my base in South Jersey is a huge issue. So we have a Kia there that we just did a video about. That when I checked the oil, it was half a quart low, which oil consumption, because there's no oil leaks. We have a Toyota here, and let's just be super technical about what this engine is. A 2AZ-FE, which should never burn oil, but because of people's oil change interval recommendations, Toyota and others, you're fucking up people's lives and motors. So my advice is, if I don't know this car's history, and it wouldn't be consuming oil if they weren't, it would not be consuming oil if they were following good oil change interval practices, meaning under 5,000 miles. So at this point, once I see the car, it's burning oil, it's got a CAT efficiency code, it needs a tune-up. What does the customer do at this point? Well, my recommendation is you need a new motor, not a used motor, because if you go to a junkyard, the same people who purchased Toyota follow the same regimens you did, and that's what fucked up their motor to begin with. So thanks Toyota, you should be giving back everybody $8,000 to get a new motor. And all the other manufacturers out there are sticking it right up everyone's ass on giving you bad advice on how to maintain your car, other than your super mechanic in your bays that says, with his little prescription, says, return in 3 months or 3,000 miles. Or 5,000 miles, and then you show up 8,000, 10,000, 20,000, you never show up. So, what's the solution? Buy a new car. Follow the same shitty recommendations for oil changes and have the same problems in 3 to 5 years. Or we try some maintenance here, which is motor flush and 3,000 mile oil changes with getting people involved with their cars, checking your oil, which is very important. Check your oil regularly, because once your engine starts running low on oil, internal damages has begun. Cut and dry. Engine runs low on oil, problems start to occur. Just like when your body runs low on blood pressure or fluids or food, guess what? You start to fail. That's just the way it is. So, now what do? I buy a new car, I sell this car to somebody else and sell them a headache. I put a used engine in that has the same fucking problems. Remember, when you get a used engine, you're just getting the engine. They usually scrap the converter, scrap the alternator, sell all this shit off so they can be ultra profitable. But they're selling you the same problem that you have with a used engine, is that engine has oil consumption problems. They're all liars. They all have 60,000 miles on it or 30,000. Lies, 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 lies. So you go that route with somebody, they put a new motor in your eyes, which is not, it's new to your vehicle, but it's used. And then you have the check engine light for CAT efficiency because they put your old converter on. You have oil consumption problems because it's the same maintenance practices that everyone's following. Or you go to Toyota and you buy a brand new short block and then have the cylinder head rebuilt, and then everything will be Gucci. New, meaning in a box, brand new, never ran, assembled by Toyota technicians or engine specialists. They take your cylinder head, which, because they don't make cylinder heads, and they recondition it, valve seals, valve job. And then at that point, you would have a new bottom end, new motor, which is the most important part of this fix, and a reconditioned cylinder head. And there you go, no more oil consumption problems. But you will have oil consumption problems if you continue the practices of changing your oil 5, 8, 10, 20, or never. So, what do? Car still looks good, it runs good, it burns oil. Try and nurse it along, get more involved in checking your car out. That's my opinion, is try and get the rings cleaned up with a couple oil changes. And if that doesn't work, there's already too much internal wear on the engine and you're beat. You're gonna need a short block, brand new, not used. Thanks for watching.